All right, and with Emily, you're with the Rotaract and SGA out here at Wallace. What is your role in this big garden?
My role in this garden was to drive students to help with the garden, and we are trying to help with hunger on campus, so we're going to use some of the food to help students on campus.
Heather, you're at Garden Vista. What is that?
I work with the AmeriCorps Vista program, and I am here at Wallace to build this community garden to help feed the hungry in Hanceville.
Josh, you're involved with this project to put out the garden. Tell us what you know about it.
Well, the garden's going to provide a lot of more healthier food for everybody on campus, as well as just like getting people, education about how to actually grow a garden, because a lot of people really don't know much about gardening because it's more of an older thing that people would do.
All right, now I'm out with Christy. Christy, you're kind of the overseer of this. You're the grant specialist. Tell us about this project. It seems fantastic.
Thank you. This is a true labor of love. We are so excited to bring this to Hanceville, to Wallace State. This is a partnership between the college, the Future Foundation. The beds that you see behind us were built by our basic construction program. We are being assisted by our sustainable agriculture program and our small farm training program.
You've got lots of people coming together as one to pull this off, huh?
Yes, we do. Some of the beds have been donated by the community. The city of Hanceville has been a huge help in getting the site ready, and they will be back. We are so thankful for everyone who's come out to help us.
Well, I think people would be surprised to know that there's actually hunger on most college campuses, right?
Yeah, a lot of people don't think about it. They just think about tuition money and how much it costs and travel money like gasoline. But people don't think a lot about food on campus and how a lot of college students, they eat ramen noodles, and that's supposed to be a joke, but it's a real thing. I mean, college students eat really low quality food a lot, like chips, Cokes, things like that. So vegetables are really needed on college campuses.
Jeff?
Cool thing about this garden that I think is really different than most gardens that I personally love is the fact that you can volunteer to work in the garden. And because there's a section called the Give Back Garden, which all of the food in that section just goes to help feeding agencies and food pantries and stuff in Hanceville. And then if you volunteer, you can get a raised bed for free. That's how you can pay for your membership into the garden.
First of all, a lot of people are really busy, especially college students, where they can't spend time in the garden, where you could actually learn the skill of agriculture. And it's a lot easier to go to the store, but having it right here at campus, it makes it so much easier for you just to be able to come over here and just pretty much just grow your own food, and it makes it really convenient for everybody. And it's really close to everybody too, so it makes it really nice.
This is for students at the college, but also community members, regular average citizens can join in as well,
Absolutely.
Right?
We want anybody who wants to garden, who wants to learn how to garden, and especially anybody who may need some help with food security. They have a space here with us. They can run a bed for $10 a month, or they can provide 2 hours of community service a month, whichever works for them.
Now, for people who know, in Hanceville there is a certain amount of food insecurity with the citizens, and some people are in poverty, some are struggling, but that's also true at the student level, is it not?
It is absolutely true at the student level. Our students qualify for Pell, about 70% of them. That'll pay for your tuition and your books, but when you're adding in a place to live, paying your monthly bills, your car note, and buying groceries, that can be too much for anyone to handle on their own. A raised bed can raise up to 100 pounds of produce a year, teaching them the garden skills so that they can always take care of themselves.
Definitely. Would you be surprised to know that I lived on milk bones for 7 days in college once?
No, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
I'm serious as I can be. I ran out of money and I had to eat something, so I actually stole a big 25-pound sack of milk bones. Once you get used to them, they're not bad.
Okay, wow. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I've heard people eating dog food for survival, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty bad. A lot of people, they spend all their money on education because they want their lives to be good in the long run, so they sacrifice in the short run.
Well, and that's what makes it tough, because you're right, people think about tuition or the cost back and forth to visit the family, but this is very much baseline survival for some students, right?
It is, it really is, especially with health. I mean, people eating things that have no nutritional value, and then they can't think and they don't score as well in their exams. So I think this is really going to help.
So you actually don't have to pay anything to start growing your own food and start living better and everything like that.
And so this is not isolated to just Wallace students, but the whole community can come out.
Yeah,
right?
the whole community.
That's fantastic. So how would a person get involved? Who do we call? Who do we text?
You can either call me or the other Vista Hana.
Okay.
You go through continuing education registration process to get your raised bed, and then you come to us for your packets and stuff, and we'd give you your raised bed, and you can just come out and garden.
And so the idea, whether you're a student or an area citizen, you can get involved and literally grow your own food in these beds and take it home, right?
Grow your own food, take it home, or grow food for somebody who needs some help.
Now, how do people get involved?
They can go to the Planting Seeds Community Garden Facebook page, or they can just call the college and ask to speak to the Garden Vistas.
Fantastic. Well, Christy, it's great work out here. I love this sort of thing, and I'm glad you're doing it. Couldn't be a better idea, I think.
Thank you so much. We're glad you're here.